Living the dream. Raring to go. Think about copper. Let's have a look. We got 6 minutes. Still squeezing lower, which is why I said I didn't really want to be a buyer or seller on copper yesterday. Daily, you did close bearish, but pretty doji. Why would we close doji around these areas? Well, look at where we're coming into. We're coming into some huge support. To me, this is a big level to consider watching for copper buys all the way back up into here. Now, obviously, that's very, very far away, but it's important to understand what the higher time frame is doing before you drop down. So if we understand that the daily is at massive level of support, do we want to take intraday sells on copper? Not really. I would prefer to see some bullish breakouts to look to buy. You do actually have a lot of liquidity levels here. You got liquidity here. You got liquidity here. Little trend line coming down as well. So yeah, if you do start breaking back above, I don't know how copper moves in Asia though, but you are grabbing lows and holding support. Let's Goldie up to. Come on, Goldie, give us a good close. But yeah, you could see some intraday buys on copper. Yep. Yeah, that's the one we have actually, man. That's the one we have. It's good, man. Yeah, it's good. We have that one. Yeah, starting to break out nicely on Goldie. Would be a little bit patient. It's only 10 past 11. Oh, this might be a very nice closure here. Did you get a bit of a... Yeah, you got a bit of a bottom wick on the daily. Daily's starting to flip bullish. Anyone who is trying to short here on gold, where's their stop going to be? Either here or here. This will be what retails will be trying to do, and we're trying to take advantage of what most people are trying to do. So a nice bullish closure here, bottom wick, and we're going to see if we can get these longs. This would be where we would look to manage the trade, but we're really trying to target all the way back here. How's the 15 looking on? Oh yeah, 15 wick the lows on the futures. Don't rip too high, Goldie, because I need to get in with a good risk reward. Yeah, maybe. The thing is, if we do start closing above the resistance that we're coming into, we still got room into all-time highs. We've still got room, like here. If we start closing like above here, we've still got from here to here, which is, yeah, still 40 ticks, which is very nice. Five-minute came down, grabbed the lows. Here, liquidate the lows, closing back above. So our liquidity level is here. Any rejection from this area is where most people would try and short. So if we can just see a little bit of a pullback. If you grab the lows, that'd be fantastic. I don't know if you'll come that low though. It depends on the close. And then boom, boom. That's what we want today. That's what we're looking for. I do think there is a possibility to come back down here. But let's trade what's right in front of us. We're breaking out to the upside. Let's worry about these lows later on. Buy up into these highs first, and then we'll worry about this after. Hope Sammy's good too. Yeah, he's good. Thank you, man. He's good. On the recovery, living the dream. Back to causing havoc. Yeah, buys are nice though. Buys are nice, man. Buys are nice. Kind of got liquidity on both sides on gold. Let me just get up the high time frame chart here. 30-minute looking good. 15, yeah, 15 still gonna. 5 minutes throwing some resistance, but the 15 still looking good. Still gonna at least re-grab the highs. Ooh, 5-minute wicking down there. 5-minute wicking down. Which is not the worst thing in the world. Finding some resistance here isn't bad, because this is where I believe most people will be trying to do this. Which is still 20 ticks away. Most people trying to jump in shorts. Let's see if we get these longs. I would like to be a buyer somewhere below previous 5-minute lows. Where's the high on the futures? Here. So on the futures up into the resistance below the 5-minute lows is, yeah, about 30 ticks, which is nice. Yeah, it was finally nice to see the daily actually breaking out yesterday. Daily started to break out. How did nasdaq close yesterday? Still bearish. Yeah, look at that. Wow, look at that. Look at that nasdaq. Massive. How long we got? 30 seconds. Massive bearish close on Friday. Yesterday came up. Top wick. Big short. Big short. Let's have a look, man. On the 30-minute close with the rejection. Let's have a look. 30. This grabbed the highs, closed bearish, like that to me. Looked like you squeezed down a little bit lower. In normal times, if you had some downside targets, that, you know, you grabbed highs, closed bearish again, held it. To at least grab these lows and manage around there, yeah, I think that's logical, man. The only thing is, yeah, the daily bullish is buy, so it's, you know, you can take these little pullback trades, but with the pullback trades, you just have to accept that it's a little bit riskier, maybe reduce the size a little bit. But in terms of the plan, you grab the highest closed bearish, that is very logical, man. I actually quite like that. Did you gap down there? Currency just gap down. You do not see that very often on gold. Decent 15 closure. What's going on? You grab? Candle looks very, very strange right now. This is pushing up here in the currency, but futures is pushing down. Potential buy stop on the futures, though. Potential buy on the break of the high. Let's see. No orders in just yet here, guys. No orders in just yet. Seen this currency chart come down a little bit more. If this does start to flip, then, you know, we can get a good stop loss. But I want to see this hold some support to get a good stop loss. Otherwise, if I try to buy from here, like, my stop loss is too wide. So I want to see it hold some support, look to buy the flip, and then I can risk off that low. Well, the only thing is, yeah, with these sells, he did grab the highs here, which is nice. Grab the highs, close bearish. This would be a big level to manage off, though. 29.50. And if you short like here, second it comes into here, manage. Bit of a range. You're going to flip Goldie? Let's see. Let's see. No orders in just yet, guys. Nothing just yet. Starting to get a little bit of volume. 14 ticks into the highs on the futures. Starting to flip. I kind of want to see this close. How's the 30? Yeah, 30's not looking great. Look at that, 30. Although I do believe we're going to grab these highs, the 30 resistance level is very, very strong. You haven't really grabbed the lows. Do I want to take a 5-minute flip at 30 resistance without it actually breaking out yet? Not really. Not really. Let me just have a look. So if you take this 5 flip, you can risk off the lows about 10. Manage here for about 20, but see if you squeeze it higher. Let's see. I have 0 orders in here, guys. I'm just having a look here. I have no orders in here. I don't really like that 30. Yeah, that's there. Yeah, I hate that on the FX side, man. This currency candle is nuts. Why is it? It's printing a bearish candle, but it's pushing up. Like what? Like this candle should be blue right now. Why is it white? It's a bullish candle. but it's showing that it's white. Let's see. We've got 1 minute till this 1 minute till this 5 minute close. I think it just makes sense to wait for it. Yeah, it's because the gap down, right? All right, so squeezing a little bit lower here. Squeezing a little bit lower. Bottom wick on the 4 hour. Yeah, I think so. Let's have a look. So you've just come up. You've just grabbed. The 4 hour highs. You're at major 4 hour resistance. Bottom wick area would probably be around here. Pretty much where you are. Like this is where you're at right now. These big wicks is a very, very strong support level. My only thing is, I'm just trying to look at. I have a. You guys on YouTube can't see it, but I have here my analysis chart, and then on my screen above, I have just a naked 30-minute chart. So I'm just kind of looking at this 30-minute and being like, 5 minute is looking good, but the 30-minute is still at strong resistance. So you got liquidity here and liquidity down here. Yeah, so is mine, man. So is mine. It's just I guess it's just a trading view glitch. I think I'm being hacked or something. They're out to get me. The market makers again are watching the stream, just trying to manipulate me to throw me off. They're all there in the Asian trading floors laughing at us, trying to make a mockery out of me. I can't trade. Yeah, better liquidity grab at the bottom, 100%. It's still early days. It's still early days. That's the thing. I look at this 30-minute time frame, and I'm like, this to me screams like we need to wick down, grab these lows, and then get back above. Like there's so many lows here. 1, 2, 3 equal lows. If we start grabbing these lows and breaking out, then I will buy that all day long. Kind of same as yesterday. You grab the lows and broke out, buy it all day long because you have clear upside targets. So I kind of want to see the same again, to be honest. Grab the lows, break out, and I will absolutely buy gold from anywhere around here once you grab the lows. 60 ticks. That's my trade.
Just waiting.
Gold did you dirty yesterday? What did you have? Gold did me dirty in London. I took a 6-tick loss in London, and then got the buys around 11:30. What did you have though? Hey Leo, what's going on, man? Yeah, if it could grab the lows, this would be beautiful. That's the thing. Although the 5 minute was looking nice, I'm like, does it make much sense taking a 5 minute flip when the 30 hasn't really broken out? You can. It's just a little bit riskier. So now this is nice though, because obviously we're overall bullish for the day, and we still haven't grabbed these highs. So as soon as we do start grabbing some lows and getting back above, like this is going to be a great trade. So I don't see this push down and start to get fear of missing out, trying to short it. This to me is gearing up for a fantastic trade. I personally don't see this move down, but oh shit, like, I got to go short. Price is going down. Now, price is just in range. We have liquidity here and liquidity down here. Whichever way gets grabbed first, we'll look to trade in the opposing direction. If we come down, grab the lows, cool, amazing. We'll get in the longs. If we just start breaking the highs, that's fine. Yeah, it was a big, massive, big pump back up into all-time highs. Just wicked out all-time highs. To me, this rejection here is a retail trap. To me, there's no reason to short here and do that. Once gold starts breaking back above, like we took buys here, buying up into the fact that most people were trying to sell off these rejections with their stop loss above here. To be honest, I didn't expect this to rip down so much yesterday after tapping all-time highs. I wasn't watching it. I was fast asleep. But it's pretty crazy. You grab the highs, all the way back down, and then bam, straight back up. Evening, everyone. Hope your weekend was great. Hey, man, what's going on? Welcome back. Glad I'm seeing the charts the same way you do. Yeah, absolutely, Mikey. That's what it's all about. Good job, man. Good question, man. What makes me go long to target the higher liquidity level instead of shorting into the lower level at 29.48? That's kind of my overall daily bias, man. So to me, the daily closed nice and bullish after massively liquidating lows, which we took sales on Friday to grab these lows. But I'm also in the back of my mind, gold is still extremely very bullish. And the fact that yesterday closed bullish, I'm pretty much anticipating that today is going to come down and create a bottom wick, and then it's going to flip bullish and grab the highs. So I'm overall bullish on the day for gold. I'm bullish for price needing to come up and grab these highs, and I'm bullish off the fact that price closed back above 29.50, and I'm bullish off the fact that we have grabbed all downside liquidity but haven't quite grabbed the upside. So I'm only really interested in longs. I was happy to sell on Friday because we grabbed highs, held resistance, and had two equal lows. So once we grabbed the lows, I wasn't too sure how this day was going to close, but we closed nice and bullish, so cool. Coming onto the charts today, I want to be following yesterday's candle, which to me was a beautiful, 160 tick push. So I want to be a buyer following that. So although, you could, maybe scalp the short down, but if we measure from like here to here, it's 10 ticks. I'm not really looking for a 10 tick trade. I'm looking to follow the overall move, which if we start breaking back to the upside, from here to here is like a 60 tick range, which is amazing. 60 tick range, one contract, it's like a $600 trade. So it's mainly, it's all kind of based off the daily bias, man. Same as the buys we took yesterday. The buys we took yesterday, we took longs yesterday, and the reason we took longs is because we have liquidity here. Now, why is this a liquidity level? Well, what did price not do before this push down? Never re-grab the highs. If gold's ever going to have a big push down, it's going to grab the highs and then push. So we had nice liquidity sitting above here. We had grabbed all of our downside levels here. We grabbed these lows, pushed up. We grabbed these lows in Asia, pushed up. And we are also now grabbing these lows and rejecting. So we grabbed all downside. You've grabbed the lows, you pushed up. You've grabbed the lows, you pushed up. You've grabbed the lows. What's going to come next? The push up. So that's what kind of determines which level I short into. The reason I didn't short into this liquidity level here is because we had grabbed all lows and started to break back higher. So I was like, cool, as soon as we start grabbing these lows and closing back bullish, fantastic. I measure from here to here, and I can go, cool, that's a very nice 75 tick range. If I can get my piece of that, great. He ends up coming up, wicking out the highs and instantly rejecting as well. So anyone who was being a seller here on gold got stopped out, pulled back, and then continued pushing. So, yeah. I was happy to sell on Friday, which was the first time I had really looked for a decent short on gold in the past, since starting the year, because you had equal daily lows, and the market just showed me price was pulling back. And that's cool. I was happy to take my sell. But now that we're breaking back to the upside with gold overall bullish, I want us to grab some lows, hold some support, and then boom, into the highs. Yeah, 100%, man. Even though, we're scalping here on the 5-minute, it's still so important to understand where does my daily tap into, so I know what to look for when I drop down to the 5-minute. What you don't want to do is open your charts, go straight to the 5-minute and try and pick direction off that, because you will just get chopped up all day long on gold. The 5-minute or 15-minute, whatever, is purely to execute off what the higher time frame's doing. To me, the lower time frame is never to pick direction, because you will just get chopped up all day long. So kind of here, and I'm going back to it, but it's really important, and it only happened just 2 days ago, is so when I came onto the charts on Friday, I was like, okay, cool. We've grabbed the highs and we've held resistance, but what have we not done? We haven't liquidated any of the daily lows. What does gold do before a big push up? Grabs the lows and then pushes. Grabs the lows and then pushes. But we haven't grabbed the lows, so now I'm like, cool. These are my liquidity levels to this downside level. So now I can delete this. I think that's today's level. And when I drop down to lower time frame now, well, I know where my targets are today. My targets are here. So then I don't get too worried about all this intraday noise. I know that this is my downside target. As soon as we start holding some resistance and the market show me it's time to push down, then boom, I get my sells. Which on the 15-minute, this is a beautiful little left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And you can see it took its time. More rejections from here, more retails jumping longs, stops below this low, came down, liquidate lows beautifully. So you're using the daily time frame to understand where your liquidity levels are. So once you got your liquidity levels, intraday, you're just executing into them.
Order filled.
It sounds stupid, you know, like people be like, well, why are you looking at the daily if you're intraday trading? It's extremely important to know what the daily is doing. Extremely important. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, Nasdaq still dipping. Yeah, you closed aggressively bearish on Friday. You grabbed highs, closed bearish. And yes, they just continue selling off. You have a lot of earnings this week as well. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be fighting Nasdaq right now, personally. Copper still could have some upside as well. Goldie looking at this 30-minute close. I think we're going to wick out these lows as soon as we start getting back above. I want to buy Goldie back up into these all-time highs. Did the futures hit an all-time high yesterday? Let me have a look. I know last week we hit an all-time high on the currency, but not on the futures. Yeah, you did. Futures even just wicked out the all-time highs and instantly sold off. I wonder how many buyers that would have brought in. A lot. A lot. Tapped into what? 29.74, printed a new all-time high. Instant rejection. But I do believe we'll fill in that wick. So 30-minute holding resistance, instant top wick. Yeah, I like this to continue pushing down before I get my longs. We got time. Like I say, it's the only thing with trading. You just have to be a little bit patient. You'll get your good moves, but you just got to be a little bit patient. She's breaking my heart too much. Yeah, she's a different animal, man. Honestly, a different animal. I've tried to trade it so many times. I just can't get to grips with it. The guys that I see crushing Nasdaq are just like, they see the momentum, they see the breakouts, they just start loading up and following it. Crude oil. Let's have a look. Crude oil. Oh, back down at the 70s. Back down at the 70s last week. Oh no, this week, sorry. You've been oil's been very, very tough. When was that breakout? That was very nice. When was that? Friday. Wow, look at that sell-off on, look at that. Massive. Let me change my times back to London. Time's confusing me. Yeah, massive sell-off on Friday. Huge breakout. Look how simple that was as well. Oil to me is another one where it's almost like a different animal. It's very hard to trade. Daily time frame though. You've been stuck between 75 and 70. You're now back down out of the weekly close. Very bearish, I assume. Yeah, very, very bearish. Little gap down. Instant support being found though. $70 again is a very, very, very strong level. And that daily close is very strange. Very, very strange. So if I was trying to trade oil, it's just me personally, I wouldn't want to trade against this just yet. If you start breaking back above oil over the next couple of days, buys back up into him, back up into 75, could be nice. As of right now, you're still very bearish. Hey, thank you, Daniel. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you stopping by. And likewise to you as well, man. See you crushing it. Yeah, taking it to new levels, new branding. After we're trading as had a good run. Time for a change, man. Time for a change. Got some big things coming as well. But yeah, oil. I would be careful. It's had such a big push down that you just bounced off $70. If I was selling oil, I'd be selling it into 70. But now you're back down at 70 and bouncing. You're kind of back in no man's land. But if you start breaking back to the downside, yeah, this weekly currently has no bottom wick. Which how often do you see oil close bullish with no bottom wick? Well, let's try and find it. Can anyone see a candle with no bottom wick? This one does have a minor one. I see a bullish candle with no bottom wick. I may miss one, so feel free to say it if I do. Not really. Over the how many candles have we just looked at? We just looked at a shitload of candles, and almost every candle has a bottom wick. Therefore, if this weekly doesn't have a bottom wick, it means at any point this can flip bearish, and that weekly wick can be created. and then you may continue pushing down. That again is a terrible candle. I don't think it will look like that. That's absolutely awful. Yeah, no bottom wick on the weekly just means it can be created at any point, which kind of makes sense. You know, the weekly is bearish, so I would want to be a seller on oil personally. Goldie going to squeeze down into these lows here. Like I say, it's not worth the sell because it's 18 ticks. I'm not that desperate for 18 ticks. If I want 18 ticks, I'll get 18 ticks once you break out to the upside. Yeah, upgrading all aspects, absolutely, man. You guys on YouTube, go check out Daniel's channel as well. Streams the London Open. London Open. And will hopefully be joining me on some of the top step streams as well. The plan for the new logo, I have a lot, man. I have a lot. I've got some designs that I can't share yet because secret reasons. What have I just done? Taking a screenshot. I'll show you the ones I have. Can you attach stuff in here? Screenshot. I'll try and take a screenshot. Can you not attach stuff on Zoom? Yeah, you can. Oh, I don't have it on this computer. I'll show you them when I'm back, man. But I got some good ones, some good stuff happening. Got lots of stuff in the work, lots of stuff coming for the retreat and everything else as well. Yeah, the FW trading logo was good. My friend designed that for me as well. I think he wants some royalties from it as well. I don't think he got any royalties. I think he actually did it for free. I think I overpaid him for it. I owe him one. Yeah, design me a logo. You have a lifetime royalties.
A put. So I sold to open one put. Let's just call it like a 10 put, and I get
Order filled. We bounced off this level once. We bounced off this level 2, 3 times. We bounced down. This was resistance. So there's there's plenty of support and resistance around this level to possibly justify some type of support. Now, that being said, if this is a support and resistance zone or possible one, is it considered major? Is it considered small, medium, whatever? This is an area that this market, whether we end up bouncing off of it, or we just sell off. Maybe we just sell this and we come back down here. I mean, maybe we can see a run down to 21,200. Maybe we see a run down to 20,900, 20,900. This is very possible. It's not impossible, but we can't just break through and keep going and keep going. So there's a lot of selling momentum. So obviously understanding sizing down during this volatility, size down. If you're going to be counter trend, which this example is a counter trend, the way I'm viewing this, immediate, right? This is the immediate trend. I'm looking at this immediate trend. We had those dojis on the daily last week. The market shifted direction, and then I am saying that this is the current and the immediate trend that we are seeing in the NASDAQ. That doesn't mean on the longer term. I'm always a bull on the long term. And yeah, I'd like to see us have a little bit of bounce. Now, I'll talk a little bit about my view on Wednesday. Take a look at the news. You don't have too much between news. You do have consumer confidence tomorrow. We have Fed speakers, Barr and Barkin, and then February 26th, not a lot, right? But look at this. Nvidia earnings. That is going to be a big one. That is definitely a big one for the market. Everyone who's trading and cares about the tech sector, watching this market, will be watching some Nvidia earnings. So I do believe, and this is my personal opinion, either tomorrow or Wednesday, we might see a nice little rally going in. I can't be completely wrong, trust me. It's still a lot, but I do have a position looking for the NASDAQ to be above 550. I'm looking for the NASDAQ to be above 550 by end of day Wednesday. So it's not too much of this market move to get the volatility that we have been taking. We shall see what is NASDAQ on Wednesday. I want to see it.
Order filled.
And having long bias, unless this market structure changes, right? We usually sell off. You know what? Again, it's a loss. Let's see what happens. But that's all. The NASDAQ. Watch this. Yeah, let's go through the. I want to touch base on these other ones. Keep an eye out for me, please. Everyone, keep an eye out on NASDAQ. And watch NASDAQ for me. If you see this thing move 10 points in the direction, shout out in the chat. I'll in the chat. And just help me. I always ask the chat for help. So if you guys chat, notice something that goes on in this NASDAQ trade, shout it out to me. I'm going to move on to crude oil. Okay, crude oil. Who remembers the slow markets trade last night? Slow markets trade last night. This is crude oil. Slow markets trade was buying crude oil in this account. It was, well, I don't know, where were we long at? 70.43. And freaking stop loss, man. Well, the stop loss smacked us. So if we take a look at this, we see crude oil long. Where is it? Long 70.42. So we were long 70.42. The stop loss was at 70.06. 70.06. Now, GT6 for this exercise. what a pain this market is trade was. So 06. Let's review this for a moment. Let's review the idea that stop loss is a better entry for this example. Right around here. Stop loss was at 70.06. We went to bed, and sure enough, big profit was hit. Big profit was hit. I think for this example, let's get out of this one, right? This would be a much better stop loss, obviously, with hindsight. However, the risk reward just wasn't there. The risk reward wasn't there. This is an upside down risk reward. I was just looking for the oil to come down and test this, which we did a really good job, right? Like this was a pretty good
I was
job.
right. Again, Antonio kills it. 63. Still on the way to getting there.
I was pretty hesitant, and at the start,
That was great.
honest about trades that I've been taking, right? And so when we talk about trades, yeah, that stop loss was right at 76. The trade, the low of that was 701. So like 5 cents.
Order filled.
And found that this was like pretty significant support resistance level. Two trades, even back here. One winner, one loser. Big out, but previous day layer. Look at that. And our average trade period. It's average trade. Sorry, I was saying when I was just talking about this. Yeah, two trades. You're really gonna see a clean break and not come back above. Here linked about the fact that we went through and came back above is that once we did lose it, we lost it like pretty significantly. Hard to be biased right now. Candles we came back above. We spent more than 15 minutes below, and then we got a nice clean retest. You see this big sell-off. We were beating this to that here. Now we're thinking the exact same thing. When we broke this, hard to be a buyer down on previous day value ran low. Now we want to see 3 5-minute candles above, retest, grab calls. The risk is the downside for everybody's at the risk. It's very hard to put stop loss. I'm trying to think where I want to target. Sure, rally, but I need to delete this line because that's not a level. I don't see too much outside. So now we could just rally up. I would much rather be patient, wait. If crude oil does, the information doesn't rally, maybe crude. Let's probably area, and then look for area out here. Okay. Yeah, and I still like that. After I kill my candles, depending on how high they go or whatever, if I have a poor high or a strong high, that might change. So I'm just telling you guys like my thought process as this is happening. Hey, what's up, Oliver? What's up, Nathan? How you doing? What's up, David Ryan? What's up, Chef? What's up, Gigi? I don't know if I said hi to everybody. What's up, Ryan? Yeah, I think I made it down to me, and then I went off on a sidetrack here on saying hi to everybody. And so, again, this is just me breaking down what I'm seeing as it's happening. I'm playing it forward without knowing what's happening after months. So at this moment right now, if they retested, I'll probably be targeting 691 months back, depending on what these next candles do. So this is the bottom where if you guys said that was a terrible entry, I'd be like, okay, cool. Yeah. The reason I'm saying that is if you're looking for 3 5-minute candles above, and our third 5-minute candle basically retested our level, right? If we go like to 1 minute here, so you can see like we retested it and then hit it again and hit it again. So when that fourth 5-minute candle started, as a trader, where you're looking at calls here, rotate back down. As a mentor would tell you, don't take down somewhere into the throws. That's a possibility. Like this is good. I would try it if DJ does see the 15-minute fill-out, and then it was again, so the term, there was some time, and so, again, I'm just trying to come off the road and as honest as possible with you guys. So, and, questions? The trolling view does not work, sorry. Just they typically tend to pay attention to everything, the trades, the chat, and my stop loss was saying, I know better, I know where things are, to monitor it, and I can also see the YouTube chat, and, I know the traders who are honest, and I know some YouTubers that are a little more on the trolling. So, gold, what a mess. What a mess we have here in gold. What do we do? What do we do? Well, we're not getting that pullback. We're not getting much of a pullback. I can make an argument to say, do we just play for a break of gold? There's the 3,000 level. We've been talking about 3,000 in gold for quite some time, right? I think gold is just a pass, hard pass for me. I mean, maybe there's an argument that if we get another sell-off, we look to buy it, right? Because we are making higher lows. Or we're making higher lows throughout this level, this area. So I need to see this making higher lows. And so maybe there would be an opportunity to buy gold if we, sell off, make higher low, or maybe there's even an opportunity to play the break. This one's the harder one. It's choppy to me. 4 hour chart. 4 hour. Just every single shopable. It's just so hard to short there. Hard pass in gold. A whole lot of nothing going on in gold that I like. A whole lot of nothing going on in crude oil that I like. So pass on gold, pass on just this one trade here on the NASDAQ. It's not playing that much. So good example of spacing down on size.
Did you see Danny trades this time? Which winner is going?
$4.
3,500 bucks.
Maybe it's
Roll it. A lot of those big fancy horses.
trade for the small market. You think slow markets would be like the best opportunity items.
Not so much of no, Netflix should really have a show on there with Australian internet sources. So kids are pure information,
Right?
thinking. I would trade because it's not a day of the law trading. The big stuff. Son, we don't know for sure why he might have left Twitter, but okay, first of all, someone swatted Patrick Wheeler today. They not only they called him and they beat gas leak to his house, and then they swatted him. Claimed someone there, well, 2 people have been shot in the first medic grenade. Really? And they think it was Danny Trades that did it, but there's no evidence of that, so I don't want to get sued. So no evidence of that, but that's the rumor that Danny Trades was the one that called that stuff in. That happened on a street. No, I didn't have it on a street. It was we wasn't even home when the SWAT showed up, but yeah, someone did some. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna keep watching these markets. Maybe look for, you know what?
Yeah.
I am going to say the best opportunity. NASDAQ. NASDAQ. I don't know why I wasn't before. Opportunity for slow markets, the slow markets account. I am going to put it in NASDAQ. I'm going to be going to NASDAQ. Let's go ahead and make sure we get everything set up. Dollar amounts. So for this NASDAQ, the trade for slow markets is going to be buying a long, so getting in long on a break of resistance. So this was support. This is resistance. So for the NASDAQ, I would see that play. this is not a signal class. This is just for education. This is slow market. We know that. I talked about it. So if I stop at 55.65, I would like that stop to be stop loss at say 403, 403, which that's about 50 points. 50 points. That's risking $1,000. I don't like that for this account. I don't want to risk $1,000 for one trade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over micros. Practicing good habits. Jumping up to the micros. And the most I want to see is by about after that. Anyways, after that, I'm going to enter into buy stop at 2. And let's do about 4 points. Yeah. Making it clear right at 404. Yeah, I see that's $500. I don't stop loss to be a little bit lower, so maybe we could even risk 92. This example, 92. And so that's the risk right on.
It's gonna make profit trading get on the main news. It's gonna be like, nice.
So what I'll do is the way I like to do it.
And I take back my congratulations to the tip.
Settings, go to risk. The risk's gonna be $600.
Option.
So
Option on a
now where would this be?
ticket. Online from 60 minutes.
Break out. The entry. That's gonna be the risk, and then profit.
Because there's a no number. Trying to owe to each other if you wish to that's a good question, Josh.
So
I'm not sure if it was his house or if it was at the PDH.
So what? Remember, this is purely for example. So risk 600 to make 600 save. So that would mean it will execute. When this executes, it will automatically go to brackets. As soon as this is triggered in, risk is going to be 600. The profit's going to be 600. So risk is 605. So it's going to be a trade that looks like this. This is one right trade. Nice one-to-one risk reward on here. And yeah, that's it. That would be a one trade. What?
Rock for the game there. Actually, Florida tipped, although it's happening out of Florida.
Let's get to some questions. Math is wrong on the risk. $600.
I was suggesting that a real house.
Where's the math?
Order filled.
Let's double check. Double check my math, please. It's probably 5 micros. It's 5 micros, huh? 5 micros. That would be
club for this is all just
math 2, math 5.
club for today, brokerages tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. Oh, no, Chen. I'll control the back. Question, is it better to shoot that up at level like or retest?
Yeah.
Depends on my processes. I have arguments. There's arguments for anything, right? Is talking through this is my argument. I love to get in early, but I also pay for it. Probably more than I should. It's one of my flaws. Okay, that's one of my flaws as a trader is I like to get in early, but when I do get in early, the market smacks me around. But what happens? This is a good talking point. Is if you get in early, say you want to just buy right now, you're preempting getting in early, saying that I'm going to get now in order for this market to break out. So let's just say this is my stop loss right here. Well, your risk is lower, right? In terms of the dollar amount where your stop loss is, but your probabilities, the odds that it's going to break out are lower because we're not breaking out. However, if you're going to be getting in as we break out, you have more risk in terms of wider stop loss, but your odds of the market continuing are a little bit higher just because you're getting in as we're breaking that resistance. And then then the next question is gonna be, what about maybe breaks, and then we wait for the retest, and then we get in, right? Well, that's also an example where do we want to get in on the retest? Well, maybe that could be a decent example. If you could find a reversal pattern, then I would say your odds are maybe, I don't know, it's hard to say. And then another option is maybe you get in on the break after the retest. So maybe you can get in on the break of the retest. So there's many ways to get in, right? Where you can get in now, being preemptive. You could get in on the break if the market does break. You can get in on the pullback. You can get in on the next break. And so there's many ways of getting into this market. And I can make an argument to say, this is early. This is a little bit early. This is being patient, maybe getting in a little too late. I don't know. We might not have a pullback because this market could just go straight up. We don't get a pullback from this out. And then for me, and in my opinion on this, and what I've seen based off my experience,
Order filled.
Most probable out of all these entries, most successful and most probable out of all of these entries is going to be this one right there. That entry, I like that. So, yeah, there's my neutron tool. So that right there is my favorite. That's probably the best entry that I can say has a higher probability. Now, remember, like with anything, it really depends. It depends. It depends on so much. I personally am okay with this entry. I'm okay with any of these entries, to be honest. I'm just fine this project. But this one right here, after we break out, after we pull back, after we test it, then after we make another high, that one tends to be, in my opinion, a higher success rate in continuation than most of these. Especially when it's counter-trend, all of this. I don't know, thoughts on that? Facts. I'm the one that got in early, right? I got in early. Market sold off. I speed on.
So 2 weeks ago, when I kind of introduced the idea that we're going to have a 3-lesson series that goes over.
Yeah, these questions. Let's get to it. Seminary slides.
Starting off with the easiest one is simply watching and waiting in the market. So we get straight into it. Start with that watching part, the art of observation in day trading, where this is Joey's main objective, and it's by not actually placing trades. As soon as we decide to enter the market, there's going to be some level of emotional attachment to our trade, our money in that trade. Even if we're on a paper account, we still want that paper trade to win. But by completely remaining outside of the markets and watching them, this is how we can start to develop different ways to place trades, or if we already have a strategy, this is ways that we can, better get at risk management in moving our take profits, our stop losses, right? This is not putting any emotional barrier between what we should do and what we actually do, right? So the main objective in this is to remain objective. We
Waking up early in the morning,
seeing things that otherwise would be clouded by the emotion, and look
buying
past the
contracts,
simple act of
making and losing
profiting
thousands
and
of
find
dollars,
consistency.
doing the math, being on
So
top of that TV,
just watching the
everything else
markets
I
can
do
serve
after
so
day
much
and
benefit, even though we aren't
I
actually
gotta have
making
some
money.
level of
That
efficiency.
rolls right into what's next. Is reading the market, right? If we're just watching,
Some
we aren't worried about what's going to happen next. We can actually read the market and look at, okay, well, this is what should happen based on these confluences, or this is what should happen based on my strategy. This is what I should do if the market reacts in this way, right? when we talked about this, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks
$5,000
ago,
I made because I made
we went
10,000
over the
and I
idea
made
of
5,000
watching
back.
the other players in the
Fat
market, right?
fingered it.
If anybody was here for
And
that or
that
you
was a
watched the
$5,000
video, I know
fat
that one
finger.
was fairly popular.
Fat
Excuse
fingered
me. Watching what the other players in the market do is so crucial because they're the ones that ultimately dictate what price will do, right? Our singular trades will not dictate where price goes. So we have to be able to look at the majority of people and say, where do they want the market to go? What signals can we draw from the market on an objective standpoint, not based on, well, it's almost at my take profit, so I'm gonna try and size in a little more. These are subjective reasonings. And there's no subjectivity in the market, right? Everything has to remain objective because we don't have control over it. So looking at, right, if price is about to enter a support line, right? Something simple. But if we see the price comes down and it touches that line and it rejects, if we have money in the market, we're gonna be very, very cautionary to stay in that trade because we know, hey, this is a signal that it's going against me and I have a reason to believe it's gonna go against me. So I'm gonna exit this trade. But if we simply weren't in that trade and we were just watching it, well, now this enables us to look, maybe we go to a higher time frame and we say, well, this was on the 5-minute where it rejected, but we just broke a key area into new lows on the 30-minute time frame. Something that we might have missed if we were too focused on what's happening to our money right at that moment. Hopefully that makes some sense where we're staying out of the markets to get a better key idea of where it's going to go. And that's going to bring me right into patience and timing, right? So more than watching, as important as that is for us to be able to not over leverage ourselves because we feel emotional or to get out when we really shouldn't, and we should just let the trade ride, right? There's waiting, not entering too soon. Sometimes you're going to get feelings such as FOMO, the fear of missing out. This is when waiting is crucial and it ties in with watching. We start with watching, we start with not being in the market, but then once we have passed that and we feel comfortable to start placing trades and we know that we need to look at more than what we see straight in front of us, now it comes to waiting. Like I said, with that example with the support level, rather than just having price come down and reject the level and then you get out, wait. Don't get out of that trade right away. Have a strategy that says, well, if this happens, I get out if it rejects it 2 times, right? We know a singular rejection isn't much of a reason to think it's going to hold. But if it comes down a second time and rejects, now you can start to ask, okay, is this something I really want to be in? Because it's shown the same price movement twice in a row where it's rejected a level, right? That goes into entry and exit strategies, right? Maybe we're not looking at it as a way of, oh, it rejected twice, so I need to get out of this trade. Maybe it's it rejected twice, so I need to enter this trade. You were out of the market, you were just watching, not being a participant, but you have seen the way prices moved, you've seen the way the other participants have reacted to price movement, and now you've decided, okay, I'm not going to enter when it only touches 1 time. I have to wait for it to touch 2 times, or 3 times, or 4 times, however much, added confluence you need or confidence you need to enter that trade. That's where patience and waiting to act comes from. Timing the market to you. But only under the market conditions, right? I'm going to say it one more time just so people understand. Timing the market to you, so under what you see your strategy, but only under the conditions of what the market is giving us. We aren't making any artificial indicators where it's just, well, my take profit is here, so I'm going to wait till there. Have a reason for your take profit to be there, right? I can't stress that enough. That it's important to remain objective in where you place everything, entry, stop loss, and take profit, as far as where the market wants to go, not where you want the market to go. Okay, that's where we're going to get that psychological edge. It's understanding that we can't control the market. We have to sit down and force ourselves to just wait, right? Maybe not even take a trade that day, or bring our total trades for the day down from 3 or 4 down to 1 or 2. These are all things where in the short term it's going to seem like you're making less money because you're not taking as many trades. Alright, maybe you're not taking any trades at all. Right? 2 big things that new traders want to do. They want to take as many trades as possible every single day. They don't want to miss a day. ultimately those are the traders that lose. We know this based on the data that most traders who take more trades end up losing. Okay, into my week 1 challenge. This is really what this series is about. Okay, we're going to start on the left. I want to clarify too before I get into this. Even though it says week 1 challenge, this is not to be done in a single week. If anything, this should be done at a minimum over a month. The only reason I call it week 1 challenge is because this is our first week or first block of the 3-lesson series. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. But starting off, I want you guys to spend at least 1 full week watching. This means that you are spending from Monday to Friday, whatever hours you trade, whether it be the New York, London, Asian session, whatever it may be, but you spend that full week just watching. You're not placing trades. If you have a strategy already, great. Watch for your strategy to work, because now you can see live what it would look like if you followed your rules perfectly. Right? So if you're not placing trades, you are going to follow your rules perfectly by just, putting on a, whether you use the long or short tool on TradingView, or if you use Fibonacci or tracings, however you want to track where your entry, stop loss, and take profits go, right? Use whatever you want. But by just watching it, your strategy is going to be performed perfectly because you're not actually taking any, trades. Watch that for a week and see what kind of results you get. If you get negative results, right, and it's like, terrible, maybe give it another week if you know your strategy works, right? Give it 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, right? It all depends on the frequency of how many trades you get, what your win rate is, right? How much profit you get out of wins. So I recommend at least a full week, nothing less, but sometimes we may need more of just watching, not placing trades, because as soon as we start placing those trades, you're going to want to make changes, you're going to want to change something in the strategy because you did something wrong, not because your strategy did something wrong. Okay. Next, look on your strategy. Exactly what I was talking about. If you see that your strategy is not working, right? Or if when you go to just watch the charts, whatever we're just watching, and you see, well, this happened, let's go back to my support example, right? So let's say the price goes down, your strategy, and I'm just making this up, I don't think this is like an actual strategy, but let's say your strategy is price comes down, you look for a support level, and it has to touch the support level twice and reject both of those. On the second rejection, you enter after that candle is closed, right? So just, pretty simple, hopefully everybody can understand that. Let's say that's your strategy, and when the market's active and you're just watching, you're not placing trades, and you see that price comes down and it doesn't quite hit that support level, but it rejects, it doesn't quite hit it, right? Maybe it's a couple points away, and then it comes down and it does it a second time. Well, if your rules don't specifically state that it doesn't have to actually touch the level, well, this is what we call judgment calls, where it's not specifically outlined in our rules what you should do. So you have to make the decision under emotional distress. This is what we are avoiding by just watching the markets. So while you are watching, you can then go in and say, hey, this would have caused me an issue if I was actually placing trades, but since I'm just watching the markets, I'm going to go back and I'm just going to add that to my into my rule book, right? Maybe you say it doesn't have to actually touch the level. Maybe you say it doesn't have to if it comes within 10 points of the level or 5 points, depending on whatever asset you trade, right? Some points are worth a lot more than others, right? Use ticks if you have to. Like for oil, I recommend ticks instead of points, right? Any of these things, they're very personal because it's your strategy, but they're based around market reasoning, right? The support level isn't there because you put it there. It's there because the market created it and it rejected it, not because you bought in and made it reject. It rejected it because the other players in the market agreed with that level and they made it reject, right? This is what I mean by remaining objective. Okay. And then once we moved into that, past that, sorry, and we've spent an entire week or more watching the markets. We've honed in our strategy. We no longer have any of those judgment calls or those gaps in the rule book. We now start risking small as possible. I recommend people, if you have the accessibility to trade crypto, right? Because you can risk pennies on the dollar per trade, but still have a consistent risk level where it is as small as possible. But if you feel comfortable, using an evaluation account, do that as well. But I don't recommend opening a live account on, on the future side of things and trading that, because most often you're getting size where it's $10, $20 a trade. Well, $10 or $20 may not seem like much, but if you take 5 losing trades, you're down $50, $50 to $100, and let's say one of those you didn't follow your rules. Well, now you're getting, back into that realm of emotional distress. And now we have to start over because we've put ourselves in a bad position, all because we didn't risk small enough and we're hoping for that quick payday. Okay, this is what we want to avoid. There are no quick paydays. There are days. I mean, for example, I sat in a trade for 2.5 hours. It was very close to my not final TP, but very close to my next TP, where I would move my stop loss in profit rather than just break even. It comes up, almost hits it within the first 20 minutes, doesn't drop, comes all the way back to break even over the course of the next 2 hour 15 or 2 hours, that I was in that trade. And all the way back there, and then right before it stops me out break even, when I'm thinking, all right, whatever, it's a break even trade, is what it is. It shoots past my stop loss, and I get stopped out for a small loss. These small losses add up just like the small wins add up, so it still sucks. But had I had that happen to me 6 months ago or a year ago, my reaction would have been completely different. Completely different. To the point where it would have, first of all, it would have ruined my day. And that sucks, because now I gotta live with the rest of my day, and it's gonna, I'm gonna feel crappy. But then, secondly, I'm gonna immediately, or I would have immediately sat down on my charts, and I would have started back testing, and I would have said, well, I have to figure out a way to avoid times like that. I have to avoid. And we can't avoid times like that. We have to track what we made and say, you know what? The day before, I had profit, and it was $20 in profit.
But,
I was risking, right? I got a little bit more out of that trade, right? That makes up for today. And that's exactly what happened, right? I track my amount that I make or lose each day, and I always try and be in the positives, right? If I risk 120, I try to get 130 out if I get 1-to-1, and just a little bit more. If I'm at break even, try to get a little bit more. For days like today, where I cannot control the outcome of the event, I am simply just subject to the market's movements. Nothing I can do about it. Okay, so that's why we risk small, to avoid any little emotional distress moments. And then lastly, track everything, right? This, while I have it, the first thing that we go over, this should be the first thing you do starting on day 1 of your week of watching, right? Track everything. Track your trades. Track how you feel after you watch a loss, a win, a break even. I noticed that when I was trading till 3 o'clock every day, I hated it. I did not want to be on my computer until 3 o'clock, from 9:30 to 3. It's not that long. It's like, a 6-hour workday to 5.5-hour workday. But I'm sitting there doing nothing because I have to watch the charts. So I went through my back test, and I said, well, what happens to my overall profit if I just stop trading at 1:30, right? Save myself an hour and a half. Well, first thing I noticed was nothing changed. Literally nothing. Like, the total profit was nothing. I just took a few less trades, but they worked themselves out to basically net zero. And I'm saving myself all that time, so I have more to do with my day. And then I went forward to say, well, what if I just took 1 trade a day? Instead of having, a maximum of 3 trades a day, I just do 1 trade a day. Same thing. Actually make a little bit more than I would if I took 2 to 3 trades a day, or 1 to 3 trades a day. I make a little bit more over the long run. Am I taking less trades? Yes. Are my really good months a little bit less in profit? Yes. But the bad months are a little bit less loss. So it evens itself out, and more than anything, I'm happier trading this way. That's the most important factor. The reason we watch, the reason we get the strategy to be specific, the reason we risk small, the reason we track everything, is so that you are comfortable trading. If you're uncomfortable trading, you're going to make the wrong decisions. If you feel like you have to think way too much because your strategy isn't specific enough, you're going to be uncomfortable. If you're risking too much so you can't properly size in when things go against you, you're risking too much. It's putting you in emotional distress. Okay? If you're not tracking everything and you go a full week or a month and you're like, man, how was my account down when it says I made 3R profit this month? Now you're in emotional distress because you don't know where that money went. But if you tracked it, you would have known. I'm going to call it there, everybody. Again, bring this over into next week. We're gonna be going over the second week. Just remind us, week one challenge isn't meant to be done in a single week. Take screenshots of this, and of course, thank you guys for joining me. We'll see you guys next week.
They show power hour over under on that.
What's up? What's up, traders? Matt from the Trader. Everything you need to know using market.
So it's like the bias is going to the long side. Bias is using long.
Intraday that'll help you make better trading decisions. I really do believe that this is the best tool for understanding markets.
Where's the tilt at? The tilt is matching up with the chat. That's interesting. That's interesting. Tilt is aligned with the chat poll. Tilt is at 69. My chat poll is at 67. Well, I'm a little nervous about my long. I don't like that one. I don't like that ball. I was hoping everyone would be staying short. To be honest. Well, we'll see. All right. We're in it together, 68. 69%. We're in it. Now it's the 68. Let's change the bias on me. We'll change their bias on me for trade. Retail. Is that what that poll just told me? I'm a retail with everybody else. We're hopping on. If there's enough class, we can fish it through. See what happens with GameStop. Retail flipped the script with GameStop. I don't know if that would work in something like the nasdaq. I don't think that would work. Okay, this is a good question. This is an important question. Is how do you deal with emotions while you're in the middle of the trade, while it goes from green to red, or almost take profit, stepping off, but getting your stop loss or vice versa. So, step number one, stop caring about the dollar amounts. Stop caring about the dollar amounts.
Oh no, you didn't.
Not
You didn't
care.
take $46, man.
So
What the Gemini is wrong with you, man?
that is the answer that I run into when I work with traders. Since we trade too big of size, if they feel emotion about movements and fluctuations in the market, or they do not have enough process, but they do not have enough confidence in their process for that trade, right? Don't have the confidence in the process to trust the process, right? Trust the process. Either or maybe even both. Even both. If this is my stop loss, do I care?
What are you here for? Monitor the trade, man.
If you want to talk about
man.
points, hey, I'm down 40 points. Hey, I'm up 40 points. You know, look to make 60 points. I'm down 10 points. So 10 points, 10 points. Thinking about points, but not thinking about dollar amounts. Thinking about dollar amounts, and go ahead and switch this to say dollar amount. Then I think to myself, if I lose, will this $800 affect how I feel? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If it does, size down. Size down. Get to a point and get to a size that you feel comfortable in, where you don't feel emotions. You know, if this was $80 instead of $800, push the micros. Make it $8 or $82. One micro, one costa éxito financiero. No está en tu cuenta bancaria. Bien tu trabajo, ni siquiera en tus contactos, sino en una sola idea que aún no has convertido. Hoy quiero compartir contigo la historia de cómo Tony Robbins, uno de los líderes más influyentes en desarrollo personal y finanzas, pasó
paso de vivir en la pobreza absoluta a construir un imperio militar. Pero no te equivoques, no fue suerte ni una fórmula mágica. Todo cambió en el momento en que entendió
That is why you have a stop loss.
poderoso que trans
Minus $800. So, good example, this did not trigger. So that's a good example of getting in early. Be a bad. Dang. Stop losses are important. Getting early. What happened there? US US should controls on U.S. exports. Force. That's why you have a stop loss, everybody. Shoot back up. Let's jump in and see what speaking of. Well, that was fun. I good. How's that good? This trade's still valid. This trade. This one.
Sotto la materia mucho chapa, ¿cómo así? Sí. Y así quiere verlo, sí. Es así quiere verlo, sí. Y así quiere verlo. Mami, demuéstrale que tú sabes hacerlo. Sotto la materia mucho chapa,
Solo preguntas al chat. Solo preguntas al chat GPT por respuestas. Puedes hacer mucho más. Desaparece durante un... Solo preguntas al chat GPT por respuestas. Puedes hacer mucho más. Desaparece durante un mes.
Focusing, I'm trying to focus, all right? And I look up and I see, Dakota, do you have a romantic plan for on Bahamas? So listen, trading, all right? Let me focus. Focusing on this market. I look up to that. All right. Are you guys not entertained? Come on, I'm trading live in front of you. I didn't get to 700 likes. And we need to get Top Step up to 150,000 subscribers. Come on. do it. But it's not. Trying to hold these things. Yeah, there's a lot of support. Right through the back down into 260s. But I'm going to add it right there. Risk is 2,000. I only target's right near these 260s. Maybe even leaving a runner on. Max risk on this thing. About, I'll be okay with this. I'm gonna call it 4,000 risk. 5 contracts at most. 5 contracts, that would. One more on. Probably, but I want to see how the hold up. It acted as support. If you can hold it straight below that. On 385 though. I'm waiting for this bid to get up to like 599. Yeah, I'll take 2 minutes. There's the risk, 3,500. I like it. We'll see how this one plays out now. This is a trade. This is a bigger trade. This isn't just one of those little scalps that I've been seeing in slow markets. This is actual trade. And I'm okay with that risk. Right now I'm debating 2 things. I'm debating 2 things right now. I wanted to see a breakdown, but I'm thinking about the risk. I'm thinking of this, and then I'm thinking of this. These are the 2 main areas that I'm considering.
All right, folks, I'm back.
About my stop loss first. About what my risk reward is going to be. If I am going to be playing for it to come down here to these 260s.
All right, what we got going on?
Around that 1-to-1. If I can leave a runner on, I mean, this team does have potential to come back down and test 38,000. So if we do test 38,000, I'd be risking 35 to make about 8,000, 9,000 if I held the entire all these contracts down to there, if it goes down to there, right? If these are all, a lot of these are just hypotheticals. And so if that is the case, then this is what I'm thinking. If I can see myself, and if I see this market getting down towards where we opened up tonight, then could I also see myself putting my risk above that? So that's the first thing I'm thinking of right now is this cover risk, or do I need to be just okay with where I was at original? And then thinking, how much potential does this have if we do break down? First, I do want to see these 260s come into play, and I want to see how this price reacts, and if we can hold below this.
Oh, okay.
This is just me thinking out. I'm thinking out loud, everybody. I'm thinking out loud. This is everything that goes through my head while
Guys, I think it's just not.
then
YouTube's got me so,
the obvious things. How impatient
so
was
confused. I just don't know what to do with that.
by its nature so quick?
If not, maybe you want to breathe. I got it.
You can see what we're talking about since start of slow markets, looking for this. Little rallies to find some decent selling opportunities and what then? I'm not going to be saying I want to catch a move like that. No way would I expect to catch a move like that, but I mean, if this thing
I know
sell
that
off,
my screen got out of whack.
remember it's still a little
Pardon me while I do a little bit of maintenance
zoom
here.
out. If we zoom out, how we're running down here, so it's a little sketchy when we're down at the bottom of this consolidation. But I'm okay with this in the range. Meanwhile, what's going on in NASDAQ? Not getting interested. Let's watch this one play out, shall we? We can watch it together. You guys enjoy this? Everyone enjoys this? Watching me make or lose money in the live account? I know you do. Here's my at least how do we want to say this? Pickle. This is maybe that's not the right way to say it.
On my other screen, it's probably chart, so back to this.
This is the pickle I'm in. Whenever I'm on Top Step TV, everybody, let me know your thoughts. Here's always the pickle that I'm in.
So tired.
Since I have my dilemma. Okay, here's the dilemma that I'm in. This is what keeps me up at night sometimes. Not making or losing money, but I'm on air during my slow markets in front of everybody here. Okay, I'm on air in my slow markets in front of everybody here, but I'm also on air on Top Step TV during fast markets. Now I know everybody wants me to trade my live account. That's how it should be. That's what I want to do. I want to trade my live account. Just
But everybody else can get away from
my, I don't want to say max allocation, but normal, right?
You can't
Normal.
show this,
This
show
trade.
this, but you can't show that.
Now what's going to happen?
Listen to this.
Here's what's going to happen. This
That.
is, you guys,
Oh, wait,
everybody
you can't
here
listen to
understand
that.
my dilemma.
Because
If this market just rallies
now it's
and it stops me out, then guess what that means? That means when I'm on fast markets tomorrow morning for fast markets,
what's happening,
I'll
Benny?
be starting down $3,500. And so that's why sometimes you guys will see me in a top buying
That was
in
a
fast markets. It's I had a trade last night and it didn't work out. I would love to be able to trade my live account.
So, stream was last night.
But that is
And
my
I couldn't
dilemma.
figure
It's not
out.
about the dollar amount.
Yeah, I
It's
got
more about
well,
how to demonstrate to traders.
Flat out pull
Hey,
plug on me.
yeah, you know, I don't like trading combines.
I don't like
If
that.
I need to practice
The hell I
combine,
did.
I'll practice. Maybe I don't like the market condition. Or guess what? I'm locked out for the day. I'm going to trade the combine. And sometimes
Yeah, I wish I
man,
could.
it kind of sucks because guess what happens?
Ultimately,
I get on Top Step TV, and if anybody sees me in a combine, they're like, Dakota, you know,
It means
geez,
they
why are
ended
you
my
trading
streak.
a combine?
And I had to go
We're watching
back
slow
and
markets
do
class.
qualifications
That
and
one.
tests
Markets class.
and
So
appeals.
that's my dilemma.
You know, they
that I go
ended up
through,
turning it
but
back
this
on.
is a trade setup,
But,
and
or letting
it's
this one
my
go.
process, so I have to follow it.
Basically saying if
I
I
need
could.
to be so disciplined that
Yeah.
regardless of
Yeah, you weren't
any
here a few minutes
ego,
ago.
pride, or
All
being on
that
top of
shit.
it.
And I don't know where
You
the
have to
music.
watch the
I'm playing the same
process
music that I've been playing.
And that's what taking a loss tonight and not being able to have the
Maybe so,
big
I don't
loss
know.
tomorrow morning. So
I
be
don't
it.
know.
So be it. That's the
Just
reality.
frustrating.
So, we'll see. It
Community
might be a slow
guidelines
trade. Remember, this is slow markets. This is the Japanese DK. So this might be a very slow trade. This might be a trade that runs overnight. Very similar to where I was talking about crude oil and this NASDAQ trade. This might be it. This might be a slow market trade that lasts the rest of the night. So I might be in this trade come fast markets. If I wake up tomorrow, I still might be in this trade when you guys tune in. And if you guys catch Top Step TV on the fast markets when I get on in the morning. So you might see that. It's not dead. You ever have an Asian session? I am an Asian session. Not sure what you mean by that. This is the Asian session.
You know, you try to do everything right.
Therefore, I am an Asian session.
Anyway, just gonna quit bitching about it.
Live account, yep, we do. Every setup I take with my live account, obviously ones that I do.
That's just it, Bill. I didn't even know I was playing copyrighted
There's
music.
no way would I ever place a trade.
I can't figure out where the copyrighted music is. Like I go in,
This is my
I
live.
guess.
I
Yeah,
withdraw
I'll show you the
what I want to. In this live account, probably watching.
It was the one,
Right in my eyes. So in the process, how far you go back to look for these areas of resistance, depends. And you see me try and do it every slow markets. Every slow markets, I go through a rapid fire, looking at areas of support and resistance, looking at the technicals, looking at, is this a valid setup? Is that valid setup? Is this a valid setup? And going through that process over and over again. But our technicals affected during overnight. Very good volume. I don't really pay too much attention. When I look at technical, remember, it comes off these higher time frames. So I'm looking at an hourly chart. I'm looking at this trend, right? Right? Like we're moving down, and each rally has been a decent sell-off, but there's been good selling opportunities, or decent selling opportunities. Now, there is an argument to be made that we haven't had that. Oh, well, we didn't see the exact reversal. We didn't see hesitation there. I don't mind it. I like what I was seeing here on this 5-minute chart. I like that rejection. This rejection. And it looked like we were going to break through these 40s. And as of right now, yeah, I'm wrong. As of right now, I'm wrong. That's a fact. I could have got a better pricing. I was looking for this bucket to sell off. And look at this. Sell off. When the DK sells off, oh man, that is, it gets violent. And talk about NASDAQ during the New York session. The DK be just as violent during some of these sell-offs. And so that's kind of what I was looking for right there. Flip the script, went up, test 485, and just go up. And I was looking for this confused. So far, no good.
Same transportation. My teachers read it and use it hard to be a man.
Right? And that's for those likes. It's like 100 trades. trade, so. But this, the books, follow it all night. Rips, it's creepy ugly. Stop. We'll see. Few bites. So you guys like it? And all, it's gonna be fine. Five contracts on the DKs, pretty big. It's what is that? $125. $125 per day right now. This is what
After a few seconds, you get your personal tattoo design that has never been seen. Just type it and see how it fits. Tattoo game has officially changed. Why get generic tattoo when you can create one based on your life story? Download Team AI app. In the app, enter your name, month of birth, and the city of birth. And that's it. After a few seconds, you get your personal unique tattoo design that has never been seen. Just type it and see how it fits. Tattoo
let's
game
have
has
a
officially
fun, slow
changed.
market, not a boring one.
Why get generic tattoo when you can create
Correct,
one
right?
based on your life
It
story?
feels
Download
like
Team AI app.
five
In the app, enter
contracts
your name, birth, and the city of birth.
on the bigger side.
And that's it. After a few seconds, you get your personal, unique tattoo design that has never been seen. Just type it and see how it fits. Tattoo game has officially changed.
We're about the grid, right?
Why get generic tattoo when you can create the one based on your life
$500
story?
is
Download Team AI app. In the app, enter your name, month of birth, and the city of birth.
Way
And
that's
that's it.
higher.
After a few seconds, you get your personal, unique tattoo design that has never been seen. Just type it and see how it fits.
Start to
Tattoo
sell off.
game has officially
Myself
changed.
where
Why get generic tattoo when you can create the one based on your life story? Download Team AI app. In the app, enter your name, month of birth, and the city of birth. And that's it. After a few seconds, you get your personal, unique tattoo design that has never been seen before. Just type it and see how it fits. Tattoo game has officially changed. Why get generic tattoo when you can create the one based on your life story? Download Team AI app. In the app, enter your name, month of birth, and a
let's
city.
watch it. I'll get you some more questions.
And that's
Type it, and
After a few
we'll
seconds, you get
review
your
my
personal,
Ethereum
unique
session. Not right
tattoo
now.
design.
I want to keep an eye on the trade.
Just type it.
I'm sure everybody in here wants to just watch
Tattoo
the
game
trade.
has officially changed.
Question. And yeah, you guys got rewarded for
Why get generic tattoo when you can create the one based on your
by
life
this
story?
trade.
Download Team AI.
These trades typically don't set up during slow market. Like a trade like this,
And
not
that's
very
it.
often does it
After
set
a
up
few
in the
seconds,
middle
you
of
get your
class.
personal,
Usually
unique
it's
tattoo design
before
that
slow
has never
market,
been
maybe
seen.
a little bit
Just
after.
type it and see how
These trades do not set up
tattoo
very often
has
in the
officially
middle of class.
changed.
Which is
Why
nice.
get generic tattoo when you can create the
Now
one
it's
based on
gonna
your
work
life
out,
story?
so.
Download Team AI app. In the app, enter your name,
Okay,
month of birth, and the city of birth. And that's
Thank
it.
you, side. Okay.
After a few seconds, you get your personal, unique tattoo design that has never been seen.
Point.
Just type it and see how it fits. Tattoo game has officially changed.
Parts of data. Dollar.
Why get generic tattoo when you can create the one based on your life story? Download Team AI app. In the app, enter your name, month of birth, and a city of birth. And that's it. After a few seconds, you get your personal, unique tattoo design that has never been seen.
I've got
Just
that.
type it and see how it fits.
Yes.
Tattoo game has officially changed.
DJ micro. That'd be great.
Why get generic tattoo when you can create the one based on your life story? Download Team AI app. In the app, enter your name, month of birth, and the
Just
city
so
of
everybody
birth.
knows. Make sure everybody in the chat,
After a
everyone
few
watching,
seconds, you
please
get your
understand
personal,
that.
unique
There's a
tattoo
risk
design
exposure.
that has never been seen.
I honestly,
Just type it
from a
and see how
personal
it fits.
standpoint, for new traders
Tattoo game has
and the
officially
traders who are
changed.
learning and having consistent, I do not
Why
recommend
get generic
trading in
tattoo
Nikkei.
when you can
This
create
is
the
the
one
Nikkei.
based
This
on
is
your life story?
Japanese.
Download Team
Japanese
AI
market.
app. In the app,
It's
enter
a
your
big
name,
market.
month of
It's
birth, and
$25
the city of
is
birth. And that's it.
low volume.
After a few seconds,
It's
you get your
sporadic.
personal,
I do
unique
not
tattoo
recommend this
design
for
that has never
traders
been seen.
or traders
Just
who
type it
kind
and see how it
trying
fits.
to become.
Tattoo game has officially
I would
changed.
recommend market to anybody new say, hey, review
Like
what
a
money
generic
I start out
tattoo,
with.
when you can create the one
Try
based on your life
like,
story.
yes.
Download King
Something
AI
like
app.
the PS.
In the app, enter your name, month of birth, and a city of birth.
Practice,
And that's it.
Picture,
After a few
and probably
seconds, you get your
mind growth,
personal,
like, yes,
unique tattoo
mind growth.
design that has never been seen before. Just
Once
type
you
it
start
and see how it
showing
fits. Tattoo
and
game has officially changed.
layouts.
Why get generic tattoo when you can create the one based on your life story? Download King AI app. In the app, enter your name, month of birth, and a city of birth.
I know I
And that's it.
I've been
After a few seconds, you get your personal, unique tattoo design that has never been seen before.
sometimes
Just
even
type it
I
and see how
have a
it
love-hate
fits.
relationship.
Tattoo game has officially changed.
I hate the fact that, well, I don't know if I hate it, but
Why get generic
my
tattoo when you can
statistics
create the
are
one
pretty
based on
good
your
in
life
the
story?
UK.
Download
They're
King
just
AI
above,
app.
like
In
they
the
are
app, enter your
profitable,
name, month
but
of birth,
sometimes
and
I
a
feel
city
like
of
I
birth.
should just
And that's it.
stop looking at
After
the
a few
UK.
seconds, you get your personal, unique tattoo design that has never been seen before.
Even
Just
though
type
my
it and
emotions
see how it fits.
maybe might
Tattoo game has officially
I just wondered that
changed.
myself is my emotions worth more to
Like a
me than
generic
the dollars
tattoo
that
when you
I'm
can
making
create
every
the one
day.
based on your life story.
Sometimes
Download King AI app. In the app, enter your name, month of birth, and a city of birth.
yeah,
And that's it. After a few seconds, you get your personal, unique tattoo design that has never been seen before. Just type it and see how it fits.
that's
Tattoo game has officially changed.
that's not a favorite time for me.
Why get generic tattoo when you can create the one based
Oh, I
on
don't
your
know
life
about that.
Download.
I will definitely make the argument that mental health, physical health is much greater than illness. Overtraining, price grounded years. Trade less. Trade less. If you overtrade, there's this nice little tool, you're on top of that X, with the settings. You put trade limits. That's my best advice for that one. That's good. This is a good one. How many trades do you want to trade? One. How many? Maybe you want to three, 5, something like that. Okay, so very big problem. Correct. Don't use it. Correct. Right. Great. Buy a stock here. The slow market.
Change or interrupt, copyright sound.
Right.
Copyright material.
Why don't you just keep driving? Come on, let's get a sell off. Go with slow or fast. This is gonna be one I'm gonna be in all night. How about feeling? Whenever I the market act like this, kind of gives me
It's time.
I'm gonna be in this in the morning.
So I was just like, and I think it happened last night,
A little bit,
but
for game.
I don't know what the hell I said. Like copyright. Probably. Coach you. Say that on
Need to follow through. Come on. Back down to the 400. Here, this is $100 a bit, so
Look at the volume right here. I've got it as low as it can go where you can hear it. So this is supposedly not copyrighted music,
yeah, watch how slow it goes.
so we'll see.
Sorry, do that. The boy is a vegan.
Right, yes.
The boy is a vegan.
You gotta, they sent you the notice, but I've never been, they literally stopped our stream last night.
Jobs and generate.
Say that's what is.
That's what my team name was gonna be. I was really thinking about throwing that out, but I don't think that was correct. My Top Step VIP team, Pop Squad. I love Pop Squad. That's my favorite. But I was throwing around the Discord Futues as VIP. Maybe if we get another one, I can convince the team and everyone convinces them. We gotta have a Discord Vegans, and then that would be great.
One was this one? This one was the 23rd at 10:30 last night.
How about Babu, Bail, and one weekend, chat trolls, chat always trolls. Just gotta get
So
used to it.
this one says, I still have my
If
appeal.
you're not used to the chat trolling, then what?
I mean, fans, I know you. I love the way our goals, the whole line line. Couldn't really go look at her. They got
Old tower. Validate. No breakouts yet. Just a good example of why waiting to break out. More beneficial than getting in early. I can't tell everybody how many times I take losses getting in early. And there's an example, right? One thing in mind for sure, it's chat will troll. Trolls in the chat. What's the best way to strengthen discipline?
that's
How would somebody strengthen discipline? Somebody who's wanting to strengthen their discipline, the best way to do it. Try doing something.
Order filled.
Oh my God. No, they're out the clear that shit right.
Again, up to that height person, I don't know, but what is it? It's a great experience. Place experience. That's versus here. That's
Now, not even eligible for a month to finish. I don't even know why.
non-normal market no trade. And I trade for NASDAQ, crude oil, this, Nikkei, and then gold. Nikkei, my biggest love-hate relationship, and it's something we're breaking up with at times. I'm wrong for trading it, but then whenever I decide, whenever I start saying, yeah, I should stop trading the Nikkei, it's just back in. Does, and this is a good example. Good trade setup, and I get in it, and sometimes I catch really nice great trades turn it off, and this trade plays out, and this one, the risk reward, and it's just sometimes it's tough, right? Nikkei is not there, not. Talk about the NASDAQ, okay, the book experience, thinking about how they work. What's the relationship with silver? Honestly, I don't get a know anything. Not really, not really that. I haven't looked too much into relation in the markets. 5 months, yeah. Seeing it. We're seeing it tonight. It's a slow grind. You know, you guys are watching me get my losses tonight. Crazy thing is, I'm so fast. Sell off so things too. Didn't find the trade all night. Showers, video. Stop it. What do we say? I have a feeling that I'm going to be in this trade tomorrow morning. It's just a feeling I have that this trade's going to last until morning. We might just stay stuck in this range right here until fast markets tomorrow. That's my feeling that I am getting based off of this price action. We got that nice little movement. We didn't get any follow. Actually stepping in here, still bias. So I'm gonna do a breakout for this market consolidated.
All right, I'll do my best then. Let me know what you find out.
You know, it's same kind of color place. What a boring slow markets. Looked like it was gonna be fun. Sorry, everybody, this is gonna be one that I'm gonna be in probably until morning. NASDAQ, right back here. Nothing really going on the NASDAQ. This is the main one though. This is the main one. I mean, no, sure, this one, I am taking a loss on this one. But here we go. This is the main one. This is the slow markets combine. This is the one that I'm doing for class for education and doing statistics. And if the NASDAQ break above 454, then we are looking for $600 take profit, $600 stop loss for an overnight trade in the NASDAQ. That is going to be the main one for tonight. Obviously, I have this going live in my personal account. We'll see how it ends up. I am down $800 on that crazy move in the NASDAQ. Playing the same thing. Got whatever the heck that was. Took a loss. Important. Stop losses are very important. See it live. Happens, right? That's what happens when you're a live trader. See everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. No hiding it. Yeah, I will be there tomorrow morning for fast markets. Maybe still in this trade. Who knows? So until then, take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning or tomorrow night for slow markets. Remember, we need to get top
Like
step.
some,
What?
would you like some, come from some young guy?
Get there. We might get moving to this slow markets class next time. Take care, everybody. Yeah.
You know, if I'm gonna get popped. Sure am. Feel like if you're gonna get popped, you know, if you're gonna be accused of doing something, at least let me, you know, maybe I should just do it. Just play the music I want to play. Well, could be my swan song, but
So. Oh, good. Messed up. Sorry.